Welcome to the next chapter of our narrative writing. So today we are going to continue with our process where we get to write a story. And remember, there are two types of narrative writing. The first type is a personal narrative. So you're writing about a specific event that happened to you. So your characters are like the people who were involved in the event that you encountered. The second type of narrative writing is a fictional narrative. So a fictional narrative means the entire story is made up. Your characters are made up. The problem in your story is made up. You get to create the dialogue and just kind of have like this huge creative process to your narrative. So let's continue on today with setting. So setting, the time and place a story is set. When? What time does a story take place? What hour of the day? What day of the week? What year? What time period? What season? Where? At what location does your story take place? So think about, when does your story take place? If it's a personal event and you're writing a personal narrative, then it would be sometime, during your lifetime. So in the recent time. Maybe you are writing a post-apocalyptic story, which is like all the rage, right? So if you're writing something like that, that would be future or futuristic. Maybe you are writing a story that happens in the fall or the spring or the summer or the winter, but kind of give us a visual of when your story takes place. And then, where does your story take place? Does it take place at a school? Does it take place at a park, in a house? Where does your story take place? And again, be descriptive, okay? Use your 5 senses to describe your setting so that when your reader is reading about your setting, they get to imagine themselves there. Because that's the idea. With good books, when you have a lot of description, or when an author explains something out really well, you can imagine yourself in the book. And when you can imagine yourself in the book, it's a good book, right? So that's what I want you guys to be doing right now, is setting yourself up for success by being very descriptive on your setting. So today you're going to brainstorm your setting. So think about, where will your narrative take place? When will your narrative take place? What is the weather like? What are your surroundings like? So for instance, if you're writing a story about the South and a hurricane hits, I mean, that's a big deal, right? What did it feel like? What did it sound like? What did it look like when the hurricane hit, if that happens in your story? What are your surroundings? So describe your surroundings. So if you are describing a house, right? Was the house barren, meaning it didn't have a lot of furniture? Maybe it was an old house, so there was like a musty smell. Maybe it was a new house, but you could tell they had a lot of pets because you could smell urine, or like they didn't take care of their pets, right? So think about like those types of things. Like when you use descriptive words, like some of the words I just said, like musty smell, barren, urine, you automatically have this visualization of what this house looks like. So use those tools for you to describe your setting. So I've given you a brainstorming page in your assignment for you to fill out. And here it is. Draw the setting of your story in the box. Then come up with 6 descriptive words or phrases that appeal to the senses to describe your setting to your audience. Maybe your setting takes place in a park. Draw it out. Describe the park. Is it lush with greenery? That means it gets a lot of water. Maybe it's very brown. It doesn't get a lot of water, right? Maybe there's a lot of dirt, a lot of ants. Maybe there isn't a playground. Maybe there is a playground, so you can hear kids laughing. Maybe there's a baseball field, so you hear the ball hit, and then you're wondering, am I too close? Am I going to get hit by the ball? So think about these different setting descriptive words So you're going to draw it out here, okay? And then you're also going to write it out. What does your setting look like, feel like, sound like, taste like, smell like? For instance, if it's like an older house, it may smell and taste like smoke. So there is a bitter taste to that smoke smell. And so you can describe that, right? As we said, if it's an older house too, it might smell musty, or you kind of feel damp in the house because it's not getting well taken care of. So again, use some descriptive words to describe your setting. Up here, if your picture isn't very big, you could also like write out your details of your setting to help you form your story later on when we get there. So hopefully this helps you a little bit more with your setting. And then of course, if you have questions, come see me during office hours to help you. So enjoy the creative process, you guys. I'll see you soon.